How do business owners get paid? I get that question more often than not because I know a lot of you are out there starting nonprofits. A lot of you are out there starting for-profit businesses. And basically, we need to know this answer, right? Because we want to get paid. And that is totally normal. It's totally okay to feel that way, whether you run a nonprofit or a for-profit. So today, I just want to talk about what the differences are in the way that you do get paid from those different types of businesses. So in a for-profit, the idea of getting paid as a founder or an owner is pretty straightforward. You're going to make your money, and from those gross profits, you're going to take an owner's draw. Now, this owner's draw is something that you have to write yourself a check, and basically it's letting the business know, if you go back and do your books or anything, or your bookkeeper, that this money was taken out to go directly to you as the founder or the owner in order to take care of your bills and anything else. Sometimes this is considered a salary. Sometimes this is just considered a true owner's draw, and there's not really much else that comes from that. You can just pay yourself from your business. Now, if you are a corporation, you have a different set of rules, and you have to go through your board to get a salary and things like that. And it has to be written through the organization. And so there are a few other things that go along with that if you are a corporation. But generally, for the people watching this channel and for the purposes of this video, I am talking about sole proprietors, and you just pay yourself as you would pay any other expense. Now, when you're aiming to pay yourself from a nonprofit, the deal is that you have to understand where your duties and skills and all of that rank in the overall industry of whatever it is you're doing. So if you're an executive director and you would look around to other executive directors that are doing some of the similar tasks that you're doing, or maybe doing some sort of a similar charitable cause. But you have to remember that you are bringing in donations, you are bringing in public contributions, corporate contributions, sponsorships, things like that, grants, all of those types of things. And all of those types of things are what make up your income. Whereas if you're running a for-profit business, you have customers, and that's what's making up your income. And so they feel like they've gotten something back. But when people are giving from a charitable space and they're giving their funds to you, they're giving funds to help you accomplish your mission. And so when you have that responsibility, you have to be really careful about how you pay yourself and what you're paying yourself. And the best way to go about this, and really truly the only way that you have an option to go about this, is to discuss this with your board, look at your financials, see what you guys can afford to still run your programs and still accomplish your mission and still provide all of the impact that you are wanting to provide, while also making sure that the founder is being compensated for their work and their time. Now, what that generally looks like is the board will come together. You guys will all talk about it. You may have to be the person as the founder to bring it up to your board and let them know that, yes, I'm in a position. I've seen this all come around. Looks like we're bringing in more income, and we can still run our programs with this. And it's good to come with some sort of a number that you are anticipating. And then your board will make the final decision without you in the room. If you are a part of the board, which a lot of executive directors are, like I'm a part of my board. But if there's ever any time where it's going to be about my personal salary, which I don't take a personal salary, I don't draw a salary from my nonprofit, which is by choice. But I do have someone that is on staff that does get paid for the nonprofit. And so when that time came in, we felt that as a board, this was the amount that she should be paid. So when it comes to you being paid as the executive director or the founder and you're on the board, you can be part of the discussions. But when the vote comes down to actually decide on maybe, yes, should you or should you not be paid, or what the salary will actually be, all of those things, you have to recuse yourself from the discussion. And I would say generally even from the room. So the point is that there's a few more people that are involved in your decision-making process for being paid as a nonprofit founder than there are as the for-profit founders. So you just want to make sure that on your nonprofit side that you're looking at, can I still accomplish my mission of giving people what they're looking for as far as my mission and the programs that you've built this entire business on. So that's your biggest thing as a nonprofit founder. You just want to make sure that your board is on board. You want to make sure that you've also looked at industry profiles that also have some of the same profiles of the work that you're doing, so that you can benchmark. This is what others are being paid. Here's what we can afford, and here's what I'd like to be paid. And it's good to, when you're leading your organization, it's a tough conversation to have, but it is important to actually have that conversation if you feel like you want to be compensated through your organization. That is extremely important, and it's a tough conversation, but when you find the right people on your board and you have the right people on your board, they understand that you are trying to accomplish your mission. They also understand that you deserve to be compensated as a nonprofit founder or executive director of a nonprofit. So yeah, I hope that helped you guys, and I hope that if you are looking to have this harder conversation, don't think of it as a hard conversation. Just know your worth. Understand that your board is there to they have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that the funds that are coming into the organization are being used correctly. And that's why founders and executive directors do not have all the say and all the final say, because that's how the public is able to trust that nonprofit. They trust that you have the right people on your board and they are making decisions that are responsible as far as how those funds are used. I hope that you like the information. If you don't, I want you guys to tell me. If you do, I want you guys to tell me down in the comments, or if you have not already, which is the best place to be, if you have not already, come join us in the tribe. And if you don't have that invitation, it's totally free and you can get it at ashleytate.com. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye, guys.